Hello YouTube, this is a tobacco review of Peter Stokkebye's French Vanilla number 9. According to Tobacco Review, brand is by Peter Stokkebye, blend is aromatic, content is Cavendish, flavoring is vanilla. It is a ready cut, sold in bulk blends. Country of origin is Denmark, currently available. I silver mined already. Received 2 ounces from pipes and cigars. And as you can see, that is what a ready cut looks like. Think of a ribbon cut, and it's not like that. So there you go. It's more like sticks. With ribbon cut, you get looks like shreds of ribbon or shag cut along that line. In this case, it literally looks like little bitty sticks. The impression that I get, and who knows how right I am on this, is that let's say press it into large blocks, then they run it through cutters again, and then this is what you get. So there you are. You don't really need to rub it out. You can just simply pack your pipe normally, and it will work just fine. But if you want, you can rub it out to get much more of a finer blend into your pipe. All depends on personal preference. Because the way it looks like it came off of a cake that's been chopped up, it's hard to tell exactly what's in it. It says Cavendish, but Cavendish is really more of a way of treatment, not necessarily the specific tobacco that's inside of it. The smell is peculiar. Think of a alcohol smell, and then add into it heavy vanilla. So a cheap whiskey that's been vanilla flavored, that would be on par with this particular pipe tobacco. So essentially, if you don't know what that is like, if you're a teetotaler, and there's nothing wrong with that at all, the thing is, it smells like vanilla that is starting to go bad or starting to go off. Now that could be the Virginia that's in this, because I wouldn't doubt if there's any Virginia and Burleys that make the bulk of this up. Clearly being an aromatic, and there's no mention of it, and there obviously is not going to be any Latakia or Perique in this. According to the description, this is developed and processed with similar leaf tobacco as the vanilla cream. Twice as much vanilla flavor has been added to provide a higher aroma and slightly sweeter taste. Well, that doesn't help much. Let's say what kind of tobacco is in this. So with a slightly off-putting tin note that this gives, I packed it up in my pipe and gave it a try. The room note that it gave off is very light. Those who are around me at first expressed not smelling any real tobacco odor or vanilla odor or any kind of odor from my pipe at all. Eventually, being that this was a room that all the windows were bottled up, if you note the time this might be published, it is wintertime, or at least in a cold season. The house was all bottled up, at least the room I was in was bottled up, and it didn't have much of a chance to mount up smell-wise. Eventually it did. And when you would leave the room, come back after a few minutes, it had this wonderful pipe tobacco-y smell with heavy overtones of vanilla, which made it quite nice. The taste I found to be almost non-existent, which is fine by me. For many aromatics, you get a rather negative taste. So this had almost no taste to it. As for tongue bite, minimal at best, which is also a very good sign. As for the temperature when it burned relatively warm. The thing is, I was using a pipe that I was unfamiliar with that had extra thick walls on it. So it may burn actually hotter in a different pipe. So you have to take it for granted that that part of this review is going to be a little sluggish. Like I said, the pipe was a friend of mine's pipe that I just got done refurbishing, and I wanted to give it a test run upon her permission. And like I said, it was a really thick walled bowl, as well as a rather deep bowl. Let's see. It did not burn into a fine white gray ash that is often romantically portrayed with many pipe tobaccos. This burned into just a black gravelly, if you will, not crunchy like in some pipe tobaccos, but it did just simply turn to this black ash and just a little bit of tamping here or there, and it went well. The burn rate was very slow. That, I must say, is a strong note in my mind when I was smoking this. In many tobaccos, you can go through it fairly quickly by a good constant puffing or drawing on the thing. This, on the other hand, was not like that. Whether I drawed on it quickly or just gave it lengths of time, kind of breaks in between draws, no matter what, it seemed to want to burn at a nice, slow, even keel. Very nice, actually, in comparison to other aromatics that are out there. So the burn is fine, the temperature is fine, the room note was good, quite good. It's just that the tin note is off-putting. So if you keep that in mind, you can get yourself a fairly good smoke out of one of these. But just remember, it's a very light, very mild smoke. So with that in mind, being that I was inside and it had to mount up for anybody even knew I was smoking in the pipe past this haze of smoke in here, I would say this is much more of a springtime and fall type of tobacco. What I would pair this up with is, something light. A nice light IPA, that's nice icy cold. It'd be tough on a whiskey. Many whiskeys have such a strong dominant taste to them that it will definitely overwhelm this quite easily. Nice green tea, a nice fruit teas would go very well. So raspberry, anything that you think that would go well with vanilla, that's a fruit flavor in your tea, would be fantastic with this. Any other type of beers other than, say, an IPA, I'd have to recommend would be a pale ale, a wheat, maybe. But then again, that just might be a little bit too strong for this. But a wheat could go well. And like I said, this is a good springtime, summertime as well. A good summertime smoke. As for when you start getting into where there's more odors in the air, like say fall and winter, this can't keep up. Like I said, it is cold at this particular point in time while this is being taped right now, and it was almost a waste to enjoy because the smell just wasn't there. The reason why I recommend spring and summer is the fact the temperatures start going up. You don't want something heavy in the air around you. You just want something light and has a nice gentle note around because of the heat is so oppressive, at least in my parts of the world. And this fits that bill quite well. So there you go. This is Peter Stokkebye's French Vanilla No. 9 pipe tobacco. Give it a try. See what you think. Write down any notes down below of any comments, or better yet, give this product a purchase, and make a video of yourself trying it and letting the rest of us on the YouTube community know your thoughts. Until next time, keep on smoking.